born in the 60s or thereabouts, you've come to the right place to compare notes on, well, life. This is Area 61 and I'm Ellen, born in, 1961, offering ideas, support, remedial remedies. I'll be making youtorials about worries, fears, feelings, relationships, fun, how to manage in a world that's quite weird. This is about us, about you, for you. Last time, this was episode 2 of How to be Playful with Perception. I mentioned the Confetti Syndrome. Now, that can look something like this. And it's the state your brain gets in when it's overtaxed, overworked. Too many impulses, too much information, and all these snippets, the confetti if you like, are then clamouring for your attention. So nothing gets really achieved or finished to your satisfaction. This is tiring and tiresome. Now, in order for the brain to work efficiently, it needs some sort of order, coherence, shape, if you will, things fitting together. Like, no, not that one. That's better. There we go. There. See? Now, you can, by giving your brain a bit of a rest, best would be switch off, but where's that switch then? We keep going and going in there, don't we? But then the next best is to offer it a rest, something restful, something also easy on the eye, because that message is then transferred from eye to brain. And that's where this little sequence comes in. And last time I showed you part of it, leaving you with the question, how can that be useful in regaining your ability or strengthening your ability to focus? Let's have another look. Now, you've just watched this little underwater garden scene, and I have a few questions. 4. 1. All the anemones in there are the same color. There is one shrimp. There are 2 fish, and a third one enters the frame somewhere and then before end of the scene leaves again. And final question, in one of the 4 corners of the frame of the scene, something is floating on the surface. Now, you could cheat and scroll back and have another look, or settle back, relax, and have this fresh memory, maybe bring up the answers. Now, that's of course where the remedial remedy exercise bit comes in. This being a fresh memory, it's not greatly taxing, let alone overtaxing for your brain. And the memory being fresh, the answers sort of float on the surface, if you will. So let's see what you can come up with. And before end of the video anyway, I'll be back with the answers. Now, on to this. Does it remind you of something? Reminds me of this, look. And the earlier one, the one that occurs in nature, I call it frozen lace. Here's another one, look. Now, this being nearly monochromatic, so not too exciting in color, should offer something restful to your brain as your eye investigates. So please do follow the lines and see if your brain spots an image or something it reminds you of. I'll be back shortly and tell you what I see. At request of some people who've shown big support for Area 61, how does the YouTube procedure work? Like this. Google owns YouTube. If you have a Google account, say for your Gmail, then log on and click YouTube and you're in. If not, in less than a minute, create a YouTube account. In there, you keep a list of all your subscriptions, so all your favorite channels. And if this video appeals at all, please use the buttons subscribe, ring the bell, leave a like or a little comment, or send on a link, share. It'll be such a big help. Now quickly, back to the video. Now, to the answers. 2 fish, you see there to the left. Let's see if there'll be a third one. The anemones, the biggest one, there in the middle, slightly to the left. It's a bit darker, a bit more orangey, I'd say. Now, there's the shrimp. Look, bottom, middle, it's nearly translucent. Look, there it goes. Still, no third fish. Nothing floating in any of the corners. No. No third fish. Nothing in the corners. So there. Okay, back to the frozen lace. And I'm zooming in. Look. What I saw, what caught my eye immediately when I saw this frozen lace was a stick figure. Look. I gave it a little face. And to my eye, it's even holding a little walking stick. Now, if I zoom back out to the original picture, the whole frozen spider web, I think your eye immediately zooms in on and recognizes the little stick figure, walking stick and all, because that's what the brain does. That's how the brain works. Basically, you cannot unknow something. You can forget, and then you can remember. Now this is how remedial remedies work. In a kind and restful way, not pushing you, no pressure. We have enough of that in our lives, don't we? Now before I go, I will leave you with a little mission. I will show you a little collage of pictures, and I will ask you to give them 2 different little descriptions. Use few words, don't overtax the brain. I'm not joking here. Give them a description, few words, or a title, but use two extremes of the scale. By this I mean, give them a title completely in the positive and completely the opposite in the negative. So one shows you like it a lot, the other shows, oh dear, I'm giving you homework. Well, there it is. Okay. Here comes the collage. And please, see you next time. And stay healthy.